the quotes you say is marketing is broken. And I'm on board with that. I say that most marketing is anti-human. They have people designed for technology or SEO or all these stupid things that really don't matter because there's a human with a brain on the other side of that. And that's what most people are missing. So the things that you're talking about, this higher order goal, means that you have to like stop thinking about yourself and really put yourself in their place. How do you discern what the higher order goals are? Do you guess? Do you just kind of get it, or is there a process?
Yeah, there's a process, but I would tell you, and I'll tell you about the process. I will tell you that if you've spent any real time in your industry, and if you're talking to your customers regularly, so let's say if you're a service, you're a plumber or whatever, talking to your customers, you're going to intuitively know the higher order goal. You just may not know that you know, right? Because you didn't know that was important, right? You're trying to compete on price. You're trying to compete on quality when you should be competing on your ability to help your customers reach that higher order goal. So in my book, we list out questions you should be asking. And there's nothing special about these questions per se, except for what I'm trying to do is getting into that higher order goal. And what you do is this thing called laddering. So the first thing, if you want to understand somebody's goals, you have to ask them some basic questions. Just trying to get at things like, I'm just going to read it here, right? For instance, you would say something like, when did you first start thinking about the need for this product? Go back in time and tell me that situation, why you needed it. Like, if you can ask your customer questions, like, what are you looking for? What are you looking to accomplish today? You can get that list out. And most people are going to tell you the rational things. I'm trying to grow my business. I'm trying to break through the clutter. They're going to tell you those things. Those are important things. What you need to do now is ask them, or in your own mind, ladder. Just say this question. Why is that important to you? Well, it's important to me because of X, Y, and Z. Why is that important to you? Do it 2 times. It's called laddering. Do it 2 times. You ask, why is that important twice? You're going to get to something more in a more emotional space, a much more emotional space. So let me give you an example we use in chips all the time. People want to eat healthier. And so I've done lots of different brands that are trying to build out healthier options. And when you ask guys what they want, I want to lose weight. I want to get back in shape again. I want to, get my 6-pack abs, all that functional stuff, which is meaningful. Great. Got it. Why is that important to you? When you ask that twice, inevitably, especially Gen X guys will say the same thing, because I want to walk my daughter down the aisle. Like every guy has, especially if they have a daughter, is like, I just want to look good and I want to be around for my daughter, especially people who have really big problems with their weight. That's a higher order goal. So now I'm not going to compete against all those people like, we can help you lose weight. I can say those words. What I'm going to do with my messaging is start relating it to, we're going to help you do those things that you may miss out on if you don't change your body. You may miss out on being able to have that anniversary trip with your wife. You may miss out on being able to walk your precious daughter down the aisle. And if I can help them reach that, brother, they're going to buy more than products. They're going to buy my vitamins, but they're also going to buy my next product that teaches them how to do weight control. They're going to buy my coaching sessions. Like, they're going to buy whatever it does because I'm tapping into that higher order goal. So ask the question, why is that important twice? If you can't ask your customers, I get it, then do it yourself. And if you know your customers well enough, your intuition, you'll get to basically the same place.
That's so true. I call it themes. You have so many of the same conversations with the same people in whatever business you're in, and they may use a different words or different vocabulary, but the theme starts to be real clear what the theme is. And I talk about it in my book where, it's like those old kung fu movies where the lips are doing this, but the over audio, is the English. The words coming on the audio don't match what the lips are doing, but it's the same thing. And there's a great book by Chris Voss. It's called Never Split the Difference. Yeah, it's a book on negotiation, but he does a version of laddering where he repeats kind of like, if you said, well, I would like to lose some weight. And so you want to lose some weight? And that opens up, I want to lose some weight because and it makes them feel more safe, and they'll share more insight for you. And you know what the trap is for most of us, because we're in a hurry or we're so focused, we'll just take the first answer and think that that's the real answer, but there's that illogical reasoning that doesn't make sense. I always say, if you lost a sale and everything made logical sense on why they should
Yeah.
do this, it's saved them money or was a great fit or was just everything aligned, and you walk away and go, I don't believe that they didn't buy.
Yep.
It's because we didn't really reveal and satisfy the illogical, the
Mm-hmm.
emotional thing.
Emotional. That's exactly right. And what's funny about that is that if we just would talk to our customers a little more often, you may inadvertently think to yourself, well, somebody must have undercut my price. That may not have happened. You could have actually you may have lost a sale with somebody who actually charged more, but they tapped into the emotional side of that decision, which, by the way, I mean, there's lots of studies that show you that the vast majority of decisions, like you're talking in the 95 percentile of decisions, are made emotionally first. Then they look for the post rationalization. They look for, oh, and you're also low price, and you're going to make me look quality. They make the emotional decision first. Well, if you're not talking to your customer and helping them reach their emotional goals, then you're not going to, they made the decision to not use you long before they look at your price anyways. It's a hard concept to get your head around, but there are studies and years of research that are telling you that this is the best way to differentiate yourself, is understanding the emotional goals, those higher order goals that people have, and then tactically talking about those in very unique ways, but ways that create that emotional arousal. So you just feel intuitive. It feels natural to work with you. It's not that hard. It sounds scientifically, it's not. It's super easy, actually.